to go at all. Vroom.
Have you pressed record?
Sorry?
Have you pressed record?
Yes. That's what I'm faffing about over there with.
Welcome to episode 48.
Oh, I've got a big old fly in here. I'm just going to go with my pop. Get away. Get away.
We had this problem last time.
Oh, I think that...
Do you want my pad? You can waft in.
I think it's a horsefly.
Oh, definitely don't want to leave that one lying around. Wash your hands, you dirty mochen.
Picking up the wings.
Blech. Ach, you don't know whose shit that's been sat on. Or whose blood it's been sucking. You might get pig syphilis or something.
Superpowers and windows could just be my natural lady.
I didn't hear what you said. I was like... Super Adam. the super fly.
I don't know if my eyes would end up being better or worse.
I would like to say that was not a fart. That was me adjusting my legs. It's very warm.
It is.
It is. Scotch-yaw.
To grab a towel, will that make the chair a bit more comfortable overall?
No, it's
Or
okay.
just be making
It probably just
slide
even more. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it'd just fall off.
We've got a window open.
Yeah.
There might be some car noises in the background. It's like 35 degrees. I'm really sorry, but we're dying in here.
This is the coolest room in the house as well. We'll risk the window being open.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's tough. You're just going to have to make do and mend with it. I don't know. We'll sort it.
Production meeting over?
Yes.
Let's go to it.
All right, then.
This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Welcome to episode 48 of Lightly Used with me, Karen, and my co-host Adam. Say hello.
Oh, sorry. I jumped the gun there. I wasn't expecting you to introduce me a little bit more.
Adam, the wonderful B- overall from the last episode.
Adam, 7 out of 10 chord.
That's the one.
I will take it. It's the passing grade.
It is.
Fuck yes.
Welcome to our silly corner of the podcasting universe where we talk about random crap that we consider to be charity shop treasure and tat. We bring the weirdest, most wonderful things to think about. We add them to our personal collections. We touch them with our eyes closed and try to guess what they are. And we talk a lot of nonsense, but Adam's much better at describing the shows than me, so I shall hand over.
Oh no, I was just going to wait for a moment so I could take my headphones off because I can feel my head getting sweaty. I don't want to ruin these.
My band keeps slipping down my head.
So apologies if I'm off mic for some of this, but it's too hot to wear headphones and stuff.
It is. It's warmy eye.
And my summing up of the show would have just been your second-hand podcast tagline you came up with.
I did, and I always forget to use.
It is too warm. I've sworn so many times already today. I'm trying to rein myself in. It's so early on in the show.
We're keeping it as... Well, we say this a lot. We're trying to keep it short this week, mainly because it's just impossible to do anything without sticking to every surface around you. So, chat and tat?
Yeah. And also, because I had a shit sleep, I think I went to bed about 2 o'clock, then some arsehole neighbour with an impact driver started about 9:30 in the garden.
That's very unkind.
They only had it for about maybe 5-10 minutes in total, about 6 dakka-dakkas.
Dakka-dakka.
Then left it for a few hours. There we go. You could have done it yesterday evening or a little bit later on, but no, I've got 6 bits of dakka-dakkering to do.
I'm just sat here in my chair doing the Team America arms in the air. I know it's not Dakka on the film, but that's what it's making me think
reference
of.
The Cream podcast.
Actually, I've got a Cream podcast reference to bring up today.
Oh yeah, one thing we did discuss before doing the show for a change.
Yeah.
We decided to combine forces and go, we've got to work together on a little bit.
Yes.
But before we do get into any new stuff, can I just go through some corrections?
Of course you can.
For the record, I'm going to set this straight. I was playing up my lack of sport knowledge last episode. 11 players aside, that's one of the very few facts I do know about football.
Only you didn't say 11, you said 10.
No, I said, are there even 11 players allowed per side? His jersey number was 10.
Ah, right.
That and swap ends of the pitch at half-time.
Yes.
2 football facts.
Go Sports! Yay!
Also, we forgot to say how good the popcorn is at Crosshands Hall and Cinema.
Oh my God, it's delightful.
And reasonably priced.
Very.
Also, they've got a free loyalty card. Visit 5 times. 6th visit is free.
Hey!
Apologies going ahead if my throat gets croaky. I think I've got hay fever as I've got older.
Yeah,
It's getting worse.
I used to just be allergic to like random shit and then grass, like freshly cut grass when I was a kid. And now as I'm getting older, like the hay fever is just becoming more and more pronounced. It kicks off with the tree pollen in May these days.
I think it's just the last 5 years I've started getting hay fever. Never had it before, so it's even more of a pain in the arse to me. No,
Yeah.
almost a lifetime of not bothering with any of this. Why now? Now I've started doing recording stuff again. Bastard. Got a 15-year gap. You could have been hay fever.
Stupid sinuses.
Fuck's sake. Bond corrections mentioned that jet boats can't steer if they don't have power or aren't in the water. Now, obviously, boats can't steer if they're not in the water.
If they're in the water, yeah.
I should clarify, if the jets aren't in the water, it can't steer.
There we are then.
So you could be moving along, but if you haven't got any force at the back to put them in the water, you're just going and you can't control it.
It's good that they don't just do the opposite and like start driving down as a submarine.
Dive!
Jet dive!
A final bit of trivia. Pop fact. Salvador Dali was approached to design the custom tarot deck in Live and Let Die, but the studio couldn't afford him. But he still spent the next decade working on a deck. It was published and sold out in 1984, but then re-released in 2019.
No way!
They do look pretty cool.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out for those.
I'll try and put a link on the blog if I remember.
Yeah, please do.
So another reason this episode is going to be a little bit shorter, possibly. It's been a week since we recorded the last episode, and usually there's 2 weeks, but it's just been too hot to really voluntarily do anything more than is absolutely minimally necessary.
Like sitting in front of the fan with your legs apart.
I got told off by Matt by telling him that's what I was doing the other evening. You asked what I'm up to.
I'm fanning my gooch, mate. What do you think I'm up to?
Not actively, passively. That oscillate function did the rest. I was just sat there.
I have some equipment fanning me.
I put an advert out on Facebook Marketplace. We don't have Craigslist here, do we?
No, we don't, unfortunately.
It's a reference to something I've never used.
No.
But yeah, I made the mistake of washing the Tatmobile and my work van on Thursday. Snow foam, pressure wash, washed down, used a soft brush on the washer to get the grime off the roof. 2.5 hours of work, a couple of breaks for a bit of shade and some swigs and pop between. Absolutely wiped me out.
Very, very hot today.
I am far too unfit to be doing any even light manual labour in this heat. I'm not conditioned to it at all.
I mean, most Brits aren't conditioned to do anything in this kind of weather. It's hot for lots of days in a row. We don't have air conditioning usually in the UK.
I'm just standing here. Literally, all I'm wearing is shorts, t-shirt and flip-flops. Look at the sheen on me.
You got no pants on?
No, it's too hot for pants. I'm wearing as little as I have to. That's an absolute minimum.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine not wearing knickers. Ugh.
Well, if I had
It's very different for a lady.
pants on, they'd be clinging things together. At least I get a bit of circulation.
Aren't your balls sticking to your thighs?
No. That's why I've got...
Power stance.
Yeah. And why I haven't got pants on. They would be, otherwise everything's clenched together. It'd be very swampy.
Good to know.
It's not great down there now, but...
Moving swiftly on.
Yes, have you got anything?
Well,
you're the one moving on.
Yeah.
You have to volunteer something,
I was
otherwise...
moving on from your testicles.
I can elaborate.
You know, it's fine.
You brought it up.
Yeah, I know, it's my fault. I'm very sorry. I want to go back to the Cream podcast. So, you know how you made a callback to Gareth Gwynn porky pigging it potentially, yes, or potentially or not through the house that you shared?
Yes. No unusual costume choices, and you just said no porky picking it then, which I missed. Just to confirm, Gareth Gwynn, to my knowledge, in a time knowing him, has never just been dressed in shirt, nothing below the waist.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't making an accusation.
No,
it was a
for the
general
record.
question.
He's a public figure.
But listening to the Cream
He's trying
podcast,
to promote a show at the moment.
listening to the Cream podcast yesterday, Cars Rule Everything Around Me by the Top Dead Centre crew on YouTube. Go and look for them; they're excellent. They were talking about. I think Ben said, "Oh, have you ever been naked with just your socks on? It feels weird."
Yeah.
And Edwin was like, "Oh, a bit like Winnie the Pooh in it." And
No.
Will and Ben went, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, when you're just wearing a t-shirt and everything's hanging loose." I was like, I have never heard anyone call it Winnie the Pooh in it.
Oh, hasn't he lived in Germany as a kid?
He lived in South Africa. I think he's lived in Germany as well. I don't know.
Maybe a different point of reference.
Maybe cultural references. But yeah, Porky Piggin is...
Yeah, that's how I know it.
Yeah, stick with the old school. Educate yourself, Edwin. I know you're about 13.
Just a shirt.
But, you know.
Nothing in the lower half.
Yeah.
Least dignified way to dress.
Oh, dear. So I wanted to bring that up. Because it just made me chuckle. I was like, oh, I've never heard it referred to it as that before. But it makes complete sense.
Yeah. Most cartoon Donald ducking it.
Yeah, there are a lot of cartoon characters when you think about it that
Mickey
just
Mouse,
wear a top.
He wears dungarees, doesn't he?
Yes, he's got dungarees and no
Is he the
top.
exception? Yeah.
Like the Minions. No, even Minions have got T-shirts on.
If you have a different cultural point of reference for Porky Pigging it, let us know. Apparently, we've got listeners all around the world. At least that weird peak last month, nobody came back.
Yeah, oh dear. Oh,
I can't blame them.
So, obviously, you mentioned a little while ago that we haven't really done very much because it's only been a week in between recording sessions and normally it's a fortnight.
Yeah.
But I did actually almost get myself into murder/trouble environment this week.
But you need to elaborate. Am I an accomplice?
No,
do I need to work on my alibi?
Nothing to do with you.
Where were you in the night of the 5th?
It wasn't the 5th. Or was it the 5th? No, it wasn't the 5th. It was Wednesday. And I was like, I've got a bit of energy. I want to go out for a drive. But I didn't really know
a bit of stabbing.
where I wanted to go. You're so funny. So I just got in the car and I was sort of heading towards Lexi and I was like, go on the M4 for a bit. And then I was like, I don't really want to go as far as Carmarthen. So I got off the A48 at Crosshands, drove through Crosshands, turned off like onto some little country road that was like literally a single lane. Drove up and around there for a couple of miles till I was surrounded by green. Then went to my maps, picked a lake and went, take me there.
Nice. Deliberately getting lost.
It was marked.
Semi-lost.
I would like to say it was marked on the map and on all of the signposts as a park. Okay. Not a caravan park, not a private park. Just a park. I can't remember the name of it. It is very pretty. So you turn off this main B road to get onto like the Z road driveway to go to the lake. And passing with these brown signs. Brown signs are for public places, right?
Yeah, footpaths, right of way, things like that, camping grounds. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we know the highway code.
Yeah, of course we
That's
do.
how it works.
Yeah.
Brown sign, point of interest.
So I'm going down this like nice little gravel road, like 2 miles an hour, past like Texas Chainsaw Massacre houses and pretty cottages as well. And I'm not saying they're all weirdos down there. It was very pretty. And then it opens out into a small caravan site with no signposts. I was like, do I go left or do I go forward? And the people that were camping there were looking at me very strangely because they were in camper vans and I was in a Renault Clio.
Not one of us. Even got a tow bar.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely not one of them. One of us. So anyway, I decided I'll just follow this gravel path down. And I got to the bottom of the hill and there was this little cafe and then a bunch of lakes listed as a fishery. I was like, oh, okay. So I sort of sat in the car for a minute and thought, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Because it's all brown signs, so it's a public park.
But if they've got a cafe.
And there is a cafe, but there's no one here. Like, no one. It's just me and the ducks.
An honesty box for the cakes.
Well, me, the ducks, 2 tortoises and 3 small pigs. They were very cute. So I got out of the car, went and knocked on the door of the cafe, said hello, shouted, no answer, no one there. So I went back to the car, got my new camping chair, got my bright turquoise UV parasol, picked up my book and my backpack and walked along the side of the lake and parked myself somewhere very obvious. Like I could be seen from every direction from the lake if someone else turned up. I thought, if I'm not supposed to be here, at least if I'm sat somewhere obvious, they can come and tell me to leave.
Yeah, you're not skulking about trying to be sly.
But because there was no one there, I sent a pin of my location to Beth and Gwen on WhatsApp, took a couple of photos and said, if I die, I died here. And they're like, what? It's really beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. So if I die, this is where I was last. And they're like, okay, have a nice time. And I did have a really nice time. I sat down for an hour, read my book under the sun. The clamp for my brolly doesn't work and I'm very upset about it. But the brolly itself did keep the sun off. So I had a book in one hand and a brolly in the other. And then eventually a very nice lady turned up and politely asked me to leave. I opened my mouth before she did because I'd seen her across the side of the lake, so I'd waved like to make it obvious, like, hi, I'm here, you can come and tell me to fuck off if you want to.
Which she did.
So she got in her car, drove round to me, and I was like, oh look, I'm so sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, I've popped myself somewhere else, word vomit. And she very nicely said, it is a private estate. Had you used the cafe, even if you weren't fishing, you would be welcome to, walk around the lakes, use the ground. She said, but the cafe's closed. And I was like, I did knock when I arrived, but there was no one about. I said, but I'm happy to leave. She said, enjoy your afternoon. There's no one else here. But, if next time, just buy a coffee or something. I was like, yeah, no problem. I don't have to remember that. She was going off to do the school run. So as soon as she'd left, as soon as I couldn't see her car anymore, I got up and packed my stuff and fucked off. So I nearly died and I nearly got in trouble.
I thought you said I went and did one more lap of the lake just out of spite.
I didn't even walk around the lakes. It was too warm. I just found a spot that was near a tree that was providing a little bit of shade. So yeah, that's like my mini adventure for the week. And then 2 more updates from me, really. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this first one, people listening, but Adam found out a little while ago. I have been asked to co-host a female takeover of the Who Takes the Socks Off podcast again with the lovely Bon and Nina. I believe we will be covering the topic of misogyny with varying degrees of seriousness and humour. So when that's out, I'll let you all know, and you can go ahead and listen to me even more because I have the best voice ever.
And if there is a weird edit here, it's because Karen hasn't been able to tell you about that thing coming up at the moment.
Yeah, there's a secret.
Yes.
And lastly, it is July, which means it's 2 months since May Basho.
Oh, yes.
That means it is July Basho. And I am really looking forward to it. But I am really, really upset. So, the wonderful Wakatakakage suffered a terrible injury to his left thigh a week ago during practice, which his stable kept quiet. Press knew that he'd been sent to hospital for scans, and they'd been told he'd been sent for a second lot of scans. But actually, it turns out that he'd developed compartment syndrome in his left thigh and was taken to hospital for emergency fasciotomy surgery, which is basically where they just cut you and leave you open. They wrap you, but they put massive, cavernous cuts down your thighs to try and get the blood flowing properly. They bloodlet you to try and reduce the increase of risks to sepsis and things like that. So there's a lot of talk of him never being able to return to sumo professionally. The quotes from Wakatakakage himself that have been shared are that he's determined to recover and become fit and get back to work. And I really hope that for him. I think he's only like 34. He's a young guy.
Could scope for him to, at the very least, say, be a coach or a mentor or commentator or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he'd be short of offers within the realm of professional sumo for a role that wasn't on the dojo.
So he could be the next Gary Lineker promoting crisps and stuff like that as well, and being the commentator, the face of the sport.
I think he's already got his own noodles.
Wouldn't surprise.
So
check out his adverts,
he is incredibly poorly
get well
at
soon,
the moment.
Wakatakakage.
We obviously send our best.
I know you're going to be hearing this.
I mean, I'll hashtag him in it, you never know. But yeah, so he's had an awful injury followed by horrendous surgery and very long-term recovery. It will be 4 months probably before he's like fully on his legs again. Minimum of 6 before you see him actually doing practice bouts. He may or may not be back to the sport. I really, really hope that he will be. Ellie Nishiki is returning this tournament. He's now back as a Sekawaki, trying to re-promote himself back up to the rank of Ozeki. Fuji Yogo's looking amazing. It's his hometown where the tournament is being held, so he's got massive crowd behind him. I wish him well. I am putting my 50 pence down on that he will get his Kachikoshi, which is 8 wins by day 10. I think it starts on the 12th of July. Well, I'm not entirely sure. And that's all. That's me. That's me.
Put a link in the blog.
That's me. That is all of my nonsense, which is a lot.
More nonsense on the way in the form of lightly used news on the way next. We've got Tat In The Box, where we try and identify each other's mystery charity shop items. In place of doing any games today, it's too hot to do anything physical, even playing a board game. Mm-hmm. We know we've been doing pod nods and mentions other podcasts. Yeah. We probably should have done this the birthday show, but maybe we can just compile them in one place.
Yeah.
And do some of our favourite shows to recommend outside of the Channel 84 network, of course.
Always recommend our fellow network shows, but it's nice to have some little feelers out there, a couple of fingers in some plum pies.
And do we have a Bibliotat to end the show? Or
I can talk about a book series of.
And that's how we're going to be ending the show today.
I won't say for 30 seconds.
I wasn't going to mention it.
Don't worry, I've not forgotten, and neither has anybody else.
This episode's lightly used news comes from the Abergavenny Chronicle on Monday, the 25th of November, 2024, by Tim Butters. Abergavenny man claims a dragon still walks the earth.
Dun, dun, dun.
From Beowulf to The Hobbit and Game of Thrones, tales of scaly, fire-breathing monsters that fly and hoard gold have intrigued and enchanted us for centuries. Yet dragons have largely been considered the stuff of fantasy and imagination. Until now. An Abergavenny man has made the audacious claim that not only were dragons once real, but he believes one of these mythical beasts still stalks the world. Once upon a time, if you told me dragons were real, I'd probably just nodded my head solemnly, took you to a safe place and waited for whatever drug you're on to wear off, explained semi-professional paranormal investigator Johnny Turnip. Yet when you spent the last few months chasing mermaids and saving the world from a leprechaun apocalypse, you see things through different eyes. Dragons make perfect sense to me now. They're just like dinosaurs, but harder because they survived COVID or whatever it was that killed off the other big reptiles. Plus, dragons can also breathe fire. You've got to respect that. Turnip told the Chronicle that he was made aware of the existence of the last dragon during a vision brought on by fatigue.
Fatigue?
After passing out on top of the skirt, I woke in another dimension, explained Turnip. Watching your elderflower banish leprechauns from this realm was pretty exciting stuff, but it had taken its toll on my system. Anyhow, as I opened my eyes and found myself on a moonlit beach beneath a night sky that looked more psychedelic than a bunch of rainbows and acid, I knew I was back in the domain of Gaia, the triple goddess. The supernatural scammer who'd sent me on a wild goose chase to find a mermaid's tears so I could restore balance to Mother Nature. Greetings, my little root vegetable, said the triple goddess. She floated from the sky holding her umbrella. I could see on this occasion the demented divinity had chosen to take on the guise of Mary Poppins. That suited me fine, because as far as Disney witches go, the strict nanny's probably my favourite. I always found Elsa from Frozen a bit unhinged and neurotic, and the evil stepmother in Snow White, just psychopathic. These are Poppins, you guaranteed some sweets and a song or two. The crazy and needy bitches like Elsa, it's all tissues and issues after the magic wears off and the hormones kick in.
You can't say things like that, Johnny Turnip. Rude.
Turnip added, as the goddess landed on terra firma, I just lay on my back with my hands above my head, acting all Clint Eastwood, and growled. You didn't tell me about the bloody leprechauns, but it sort of came out like Michael Caine and ruined the effect. Anyhow, she just burst out laughing and she replied, Oh, yes, marvellously mischievous and manipulative, aren't they? Did they try and eat you? They have a thing for turnips, you know. Let's just say things got a little fraught, I replied. But there's no way I was going to end up sliding down a leprechaun's gullet. Turnip added. After looking at me like an owl, her head rotated 360 degrees like the green-skinned girl in The Exorcist. It fizzed me a bit, but didn't show it. And coolly, I said, I thought the leprechauns might have been working for you in some way, but now I can see you're one kind of crazy, and they're another. One thing I learned a long time ago, 2 types of crazy don't mix. The goddess just looked at me and smiled in the way that a storm at sea might smile if it had a mouth. She then just suddenly stood to attention like a private on parade, sharply saluted at me and barked, "Congratulations, Marine! You have passed the test. You'll soon be ready for your real mission." Real mission? I said, rising to my feet. Oh, my freshly plucked turnip. This was all a test, a dry run if you like. I wanted to see if you had the necessary grit and gumption to see through the deception and ruse. For a long time I've desired a true captain and chosen representative on the world of matter and meaning. You are that man. And when the time comes, I will call on your agency and skill to find the last living dragon and bring magic back to a world that has been too long without. Well, dragons real then? And no, we haven't on the flag and all that, but I just thought it was because it looked cool. It was dragons who served the mother maiden and cone long before your kind slithered from the sea and walked on 2 legs, cried Gaia, who's beginning to act a bit hysterical. Okay, I get it. Take a chill pill and keep your knickers on, I said, before adding hopefully. You wouldn't happen to have anything to drink, would you? I'm a bit parched after helping save the world. Again. Gaia looked a bit embarrassed and said, I'm trying to do a dry November. Christmas is always a bit hard on the liver these days, and I like to have a bit of a cleanse before the party season kicks off, so this realm's an alcohol-free zone at the moment, I'm afraid. Turnip explained. At first I was tempted to dismiss the triple goddess as just another boring lightweight who couldn't handle her booze and wailed on about the benefits of being sober, like an annoying millennial who goes on runs and drinks herbal tea. However, after all was said and done, she was an ancient and supernatural deity, and I had to take that into consideration. It was all very well for the likes of Nanny and a Horseshoe Turnip to say you couldn't trust people who didn't drink, but how many goddesses has that old crone rubbed shoulders with during a lifetime spent in dodgy boozers? I decided to give Guy the benefit of the doubt, and reluctantly, with a distinct lack of enthusiasm, said, It's okay not to drink, for a bit at least. As long as you ain't got all preachy about how you've turned your life around. As for me, I'm as dry as the desert. I really need a pint. Life's too harrowing without it. Be love and send me back to the land of living, would you? And with that, she drew her arm back, smiled like an angel, and punched me full on in the face. It was a savage blow, I can tell you. It knocked me spark out. Big Tony would have been proud of her technique. This time, when I opened my eyes, I was reassuringly back on top of the skirid, but face to face with an altogether different kind of madness. To be continued.
Whee!
Tim Butters has compiled all these tales and more into a book, The Manifest Trials and Tribulations of Johnny Turnip, available from Amazon as a paperback or Kindle edition, and there's a link in the show blog.
And a personal congratulations from me. The listeners won't know this, but that was a very, very tough recording session for you. And it will come out sparklingly beautiful in the edit. I know it will. Well done,
57 minutes.
Well done.
You know, I've always thought this is the main bit of the show, this feature. I know it's absolutely your favourite.
It is my favourite.
Is it just because you get to do a bit of singing?
No, I sing randomly throughout the pod whenever I like. But, you know, having a jingle makes it tingle.
Do you just like doing the jingle or the guessing or all of it?
I like to touch things with my eyes closed, so it does.
Yeah, me too. I like to touch.
Tat in the box, 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 tat in the box. And Adam gets to guess first.
I get to close my eyes and guess your mystery item from a charity shop.
Now, I will ask you to be gentle with this.
Okay, I'll be asking you to be gentle with my item too.
Cheeky. I'm going to lie it down.
Yes.
Flat.
Okay.
So it is not oriented correctly, but safely.
Okay.
Okay. In between your hands. Forward, forward, forward. In, bing.
Oh, it's a small item.
It is a small item.
And narrow.
It is.
And long. The round. I'm fingering your hole. Is that what you were giggling at all this time? Okay.
I just really wish I had my phone on me to take a photo.
I can recreate that pose from TX.
That wasn't even the one that was making me laugh first. It was the way you brought it towards yourself.
I don't remember how I did that.
Any guesses?
I think it's made out of wood.
Okay.
It's round at one end and the base is flared
Okay.
with, again, a finger-sized recess, like a pipe.
Any features that
Hang
make
on.
you wonder whether
There's
it could...
a hollow bit there. Right. Hang on. Is there any symmetry? Right. I've got some symmetry now.
Okay.
Kind of. Am I grasping something rude by doing that?
Tweaky. Yes.
Yes, right. So, by the gesture of me dragging it towards... is it...
It's not meant to be rude. You're just making it incredibly rude because your eyes are closed and you're having to feel it up.
That's the direction you pointed it to me at the table.
I know, I didn't even think about it. It worked out so beautifully.
Right, so there's some tits there then,
Yes,
obviously.
correct.
Is it a candle holder or is it a one-hitter pipe?
No.
I'm not sure.
What's normally either
Right,
side
so
of
it's gonna be-
breast?
Arms?
Okay.
Shoulders?
Aha. That is the correct position for it. Seating position.
Right, I'm not sure because the arm sockets are hollow, so it's not a Venus de Milo because they were filled in. I'm not sure what this is meant to be other than a statue of a lady without arms.
It is indeed a statue of a lady without arms, sort of. Please feel free to open your eyes and take a look at the beautiful lady in front of you.
Oh, it's a kind of... Is it for doing dolls' dresses?
Yes, pretty much.
Body form, is it?
She is a 1920s bisque doll torso.
Not as rude as I thought.
No. She would normally have arms, and then the bottom half, where the 4 holes are around her, just below her waistline, so where her hips are, would be where you would stitch the skirt. So it's an interactive toy from the 1920s, but she's survived really well. She's got lovely peachy cheeks and peachy boobs. She is bald. She is armless. I don't know who made her or where she's from. I assume it's British, but it could easily be German. It's bisque porcelain. She's hand painted and she cost me £12 from eBay.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Is that meant to be sort of sewn down to a pincushion or something?
So yeah, I mean, think of a really posh toilet doll.
Bottom?
You remember like the 1980s Barbies that covered with crochet dresses that covered toilet rolls? A little bit like that, but much fancier. Owned by a very careful young lady, presumably, because she is so intact.
Could have been careful.
I mean,
Arms
it
and
would have
legs
been
and
nice to
everything.
have the arms and legs.
But can't be too many of those as it is.
No, there's a very nice gentleman sailor looking one on eBay who's from the same seller that I'm kind of tempted by, but he wants £50 for it, and I'm not prepared to pay that, especially because it's like a homoerotic gift that I would probably give to Jackson.
Jean-Paul Gaultier looking fella.
Yes, very Jean-Paul Gaultier. yeah, definitely. When I saw her on eBay, I was just scrolling through, like doom scrolling eBay, because doom scrolling Facebook and Instagram is boring. And she just popped up and I caught a quick flash of her and I carried on scrolling. And then I stopped and I went back and I looked at her and I thought, well, you've got a pretty face. So I bought her. And I'm not entirely convinced she isn't haunted.
Well, the ghosts can get out.
Well, the essence of her remains to some degree.
And you let me finger it?
I don't think...
Giggled about
actually, yeah, sorry about that, love.
I didn't know what I was doing, sorry.
That's
You tricked
true.
me into it.
I did, yeah. It's entirely my fault.
I'm sure you to film it too.
I'm a bad human being. There was no consent in that process whatsoever. I'm so sorry,
No.
porcelain doll. I think she likes to be in a cleaner environment than I'm used to living in and is giving me little encouraging nudges to do the dishes more often. It's true. I've cleaned my place so much since she arrived.
Put her on the windowsill to look out at the builders.
No,
in
the
little
cats will
lounge.
break her. She lives very securely towards the back of one of my shelves.
The cats can pick up on a judginess.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Cats are astute.
I'll show you.
Yeah, little fuckers. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
that
so
is-
smug on the floor.
I brought some tits for my tat.
Hey!
That's me.
I shouldn't be cheering on. That's kind of young doll tits. That's creepy of
She's
me.
a lady. She's not a child doll.
Oh.
She's a lady. She ain't no teenager.
Right, your turn to guess my tat. Right, you will guess this instantly.
How instant? Like before I touch it instant?
Oh, the instant your hands touch it.
Is it on the table?
It's on the table in front of you now. Just please, very gently.
Is it alive?
No.
Was it once alive?
No.
It's your fez.
Yes. I'm sorry, I made you wary and being a bit too overcautious. But you would have guessed that a lot sooner if it wasn't for me.
That's great. I like your fez. I was with you when you found that.
Yeah, I was checking my notes. I can't remember exactly where I found it. I was really hoping you would remember. Was
it the YMCA in Swansea?
The reason I thought it might not be is the price tag is different.
They don't do handwritten tags. Oh, I've got my eyes closed because I'm trying to get my brain to think where we found it.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank as well, but because the price tag's handwritten.
Yeah, it really throws me off because most places we go, unless they're like the random little independent charity shops in Cardiff or whatever that closed down. It wasn't there, but that sort of private local charity sort of place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Swansea or Llanelli item, but the only thing that was making me think it might have been Narberth was because I couldn't think which specific shop in Swansea or Llanelli and the handwritten price tag, but no, $5.99.
Bargain.
Yeah.
Might come to me in the morning.
It's a lovely fez. Inside, it's nice cardboard.
Yes.
A proper,
it's
decent quality
made.
hat.
Yeah.
It's not a piece of tat.
No, it's a size 10.
And I don't know culturally whether I can really wear it, so I've just had it as an item on the shelf.
Display item.
Yeah, it's all very well for Doctor Who and Tommy Cooper, but
appreciation, not appropriation.
Yeah. Plus, I barely look good in the baseball cap.
Oh, I disagree.
And I don't want to get this all sweaty.
Trucker cap you look good in.
Yeah, that's this episode's Tat in the Box. Photos will be on the blog, lightlyused.co.uk. And again, apologies for any background noise. We've needed the window open this episode.
It's just tough.
Okay. Because it's just too sweaty to endure any physical activity like moving a counter on the board or throwing something.
Breathing.
Or thinking too hard. I thought we'd compile some of our pod nods that we've been making over the past 2 years into one place. So these are recommendations to podcasts outside of the Channel 84 network.
Yes.
First of all, voice of the show, Ed Parnell. He's got a channel on Spreaker where he's got a number of podcasts from political satire, character sketches, mysteries and unexplained, and just reads. Definitely check him out. He's a very, very busy chap. Also, I'm So Not Over It with Gareth Gwynn and Ethel Sears. It's a history show about recent history within living memory of the Xennial generation. And each episode focuses on a specific month in a year and covers everything noteworthy and newsworthy, plus how they experienced and remembered the time as well.
Very funny show.
Also, A Pint of Cthulhu. These are ones you've got me into as well. So,
you blame me.
These are from both of our lists. I'm sure these will crop up. A Pint of Cthulhu, hugely supportive over 2 years. They're a tabletop role-playing game pod, TTRPG.
Correct.
I've just got TTRPG and I struggled. I panicked for a second.
That was good.
They also do interviews with game creators and developers. Karen has been a guest villain and helped do a bit of playtesting for them.
I have indeed.
Also, Matt and Rich have more recently started a spin-off Cthulhu and Chill podcast. They were kind enough to invite us on as guests in episode 6. Thank you very, very much. And the final one that you've got me into, Buffoons, Mystery Investigators.
Yeah, we love Dan and Steve.
More friends of the show. They also invited you to be on as a guest and invited you back to do a better recording.
Yes, because the first one was terrible.
Very, very understanding and patient gents. And also they've more recently launched a spin-off Just Chatting show, Off the Case.
Indeed.
And others that I don't know personally or parasocially. The Cream podcast that we both made reference to quite a few times. Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills, yeah.
And, sorry, I should say Cars Rule Everything Around Me. Explain what that is. We're creamers. Smith and Sniff, and then long-form podcasts, The Dollop and Behind the Bastards.
Yeah, those are all really, really good suggestions. I enjoy all of them, apart from I don't listen to Smith and Sniff personally. I think I probably listen to all of the rest of them. A couple of others maybe to add from a more female perspective. I don't know. Yeah, because I'm a lady.
Ladylike.
So the Queen Karen would like you to be aware of the following podcasts: Dungeons and Daddies. It is not a gay, sexual, naughty podcast.
You can't keep complaining to me about that. Tell them off.
It is a TTRPG podcast, similar to A Pint of Cthulhu. They are based in America. Beth May, who is the only female
The Lady Daddy.
host. Yeah, she's the only Lady Daddy, but she's not the only one that plays Lady Daddies. She is also a stand-up comedian. She did Edinburgh last year. I think she might be doing it again this year.
Cool.
Beth May wants the D. Beth is a lesbian. D in the show stands for death, not dick. But Dungeons and Daddies, very funny.
Maybe you're costing us some ticket sales. People have to go to the show and find out.
Good point. I think they've just finished season 4. I started it, but I haven't kept up with it because I've fallen off the podwagon somewhat over the recent months. So Dungeons and Daddies. Actually a bit of a fantasy, TTRPG, have a laugh, get into some character-driven stuff. Then I would say Lullaby the Fear podcast, which is a solo-hosted female podcast. It's true crime, basically. She's a criminal psychologist. She comes at it from a professional background as well as one of curiosity. So her research is impeccable. She's won a lot of awards. Canadian, the most stunning, beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. Don't know how anyone could be that pretty. So yes, Lullaby the Fear podcast. What else? They don't put episodes out anymore, but I highly recommend anyone who wants a giggle and loves a northern accent that they go back and listen to the back catalogue of Killer Rabbit podcast.
Yes, we miss you guys.
We do. I mean, I don't know if Dan listens to us anymore. I think he did for a little while. Dan, if you're out there, I hope your professional podcasting career is going really, really well. And I hope the rest of the team is good too. Yeah. We do miss you, but I regularly go to your back catalogue and listen to some of the episodes through YouTube. Anybody else? 2 Girls, 1 Ghost and Morbid. They're sort of like true crime paranormal shows.
I forgot to also mention Gareth Gwynn, who's got an Edinburgh Fringe show coming up. Cyril,
yes, he has.
Get tickets for. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, and if Ethan Lawrence is still doing his podcast, Shut Up and Answer the Question, again, I've fallen off the regular listening wagon of everything recently. But if he is still going, Shut Up and Answer the Question is a very good, short, sort of like 30, 40-minute commute podcast that will make you giggle.
And, of course, Cheap Show with Paul Gannon and Eli Silverman. Clearly inspired our show, and we try not to just be a copy of them. They have done a lot in 11 years.
They've done an incredible amount
hard to kind of not have a bit of overlap whilst having an interest in charity shops. They also have a 500th show on Sunday the 23rd of August at J2 in Cambridge.
We are going. We will be there. Come and join us. Come and have a beer after the show.
Quite a few with other Channel 84 All-Stars will be there as well.
Yes, they will. Most of our shows will be represented by one or more hosts. If you can find us, come and play Thumb Wars. I will win.
Oh, there we go. The gauntlet's been thrown down, ladies and gents.
Come at me. Come and get me if you think you're hard enough.
I'll put a link to all of these shows on our blog as well, lightlyused.co.uk.
Bibliotat has arrived for your luggles. My probably not 30-second review of books 1 to 3 of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinnerman. I am currently on book 4. I believe it goes up to at least 11.
Oh.
I think Rob might have said book 12 comes out soon. Rob from the Variety Show and the Untitled Sci-Fi Show. He is a big fan of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. It's really hard to say. Because you want to say Dungeon Crawler Qual. And that is wrong, obviously.
I can't make fun of any misspeakings. It takes me 40 minutes to get through Johnny Turnip last time.
I have to say, my favourite character in this book is a cat. Her name is Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chonk.
Ooh, I say.
She is very funny. She starts off as an ordinary cat, just the shit. This is a sci-fi book. It is a futuristic kind of Dungeons and Dragons. You're trapped and we've brought lots of things in to kill you and you need to try and kill them to survive. The Earth has been closed down for salvage by a conglomerate of species that have decided that humanity is a waste of space, so they're going to use the Earth for its minerals. But by way of the dungeon that they create, which is subterranean levels below the surface of the Earth, they create numerous levels and you have to play each level. Each level lasts a number of days. Each level has a varying strength. Mobs, which are the bad guys. There are city bosses, neighbourhood bosses, borough bosses, big bad bosses. They've been talking about feral gods in book 4. I haven't met any yet though. Starts off as an ordinary day. Carl is just sat watching TV in his boxer shorts at 1 o'clock in the morning. His cat decides to jump out of his second floor window onto a tree. The cat refuses to come back in. Carl goes outside in his ex-girlfriend's Crocs, his full-length trench coat and his boxer shorts.
I was wondering how Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy kind of inspired this might be, with the Earth being in the way, being redeveloped, and a guy going out essentially in pyjamas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is a bit of that.
The Arthur Dent.
He has very much, like, to start off with, the attitude of, like, a lazy guy that just can't be asked. And he ends up in the dungeon by pure luck. He goes outside to go and get this stupid cat that's jumped into a tree, and he's stood at the bottom of this tree screaming donut up at the tree. And the cat is screaming at him, and then all of a sudden, everything around them disappears. They're just left with basically roads. And then there's this overhead grand announcement saying, "Your world has been shut down. If you would like to survive, here are some gates for you to enter. You will enter into the dungeon, blah, 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 blah. You can stay outside in the elements with nothing if you want, or you can go downstairs and try your luck at survival." And like 14 million people do this across the whole globe. And basically the Kuatin, who are a species that are in charge of this particular series of the dungeon, are trying to destroy the human race. And the dungeon is sort of like a really weird way of bringing human culture to the universe, for the universe to bear witness to the culture and its destruction.
Is it like Running Man? That's a TV show with the levels. You're saying they have to play different baddies, different species? Are there species watching this as a sport or a game?
Yes.
Is it on television?
Yes, it is. It's televised throughout the universe.
Oh, yeah, like Running Man then.
And through the first level, you are all humans, and whoever survives to get to the second level then gets to pick their species, their class of whatever. You know, do they want to be a human man who is a woodsman and his secondary skill is a cleric? I don't know, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Everyone picks their characters.
Get to upgrade.
And it's a tale of survival and attitude, refusal to give up, and refusal to become a slave to somebody else's form of entertainment. Carl starts off as this lazy guy who's just like, oh, God, I can't be arsed with any of this. He has the cat. It's not his cat. It's his ex-girlfriend's cat, who's basically stolen it off her because she was going to give it away and he refused. So he stole the cat.
Oh, she was going to give it away anyway.
Yeah, I know. We think she's dead, but Donut doesn't know she was going to be given away. I think it's in the first book where Donut is given a special pet biscuit, which basically turns her into a bit of a blob for a little while. And then she comes back as herself, but she's compos mentis. She can talk. She's intelligent. She's got her own skills. She's got her own inventory. She's her own character within the game. She's not a pet. She's the same as every other dungeon crawler.
Battle cat.
Very much so. Very much so. At the moment in book 4, she's sporting a tiara, a necklace, I think, and like some shiny armour from her shoulders down.
I was going to ask, is this swag from missions she's accomplished?
Yes. So like every mission that you complete, you get a
loot
box.
Baddies.
You get a loot box. So they are in various levels: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, legendary, celestial. It's really funny. It's easy listening. It hasn't stopped me from falling asleep. Just my insomnia has. So it's not like the kind of book like the Ship of Legacy that I said don't listen to before you go to bed. This one you probably can listen to before you go to bed. But I've just been listening to it for hours because there's like nothing on TV. And I've gone through 3.5 books in less than 10 days.
And with 11 volumes, if you get into the first one, There's plenty more ahead.
Yes, just
11 plus, possibly.
Just plan ahead, because if you are planning on just using your free 1 credit a month from Audible, which is what I was planning on doing, it will take you a year to get through the books. The books are about 18 hours long. Yeah, that's no good for me.
If you do a lot of driving.
Yeah, so it's a lot of credits, but I'm really enjoying it. It was a recommendation from Rob, as I said. Yeah, give it a go. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, nice one, Rob. Who's the author again?
Matt Dinnerman.
Well recommended.
Oh, feeling a bit faint. I don't know about you.
Compared to any other room in the house, no, this is the coolest one to be in.
It is, actually. I might roll the mat up and just
Lay on the floor.
strip and lay on the floor.
We got a bit more recording left to do. Let's finish the show.
Can I not record from the floor? I don't have to be naked. But,
If you want, might be a bit off-putting for me, but I don't need to really go anywhere. I'm just be standing here, so we can try.
It's all right. I haven't quite melted off the seat yet.
Thank you very, very much for listening and putting up with any odd background noises. The road's been, at occasion, exceptionally busy for...
Unreasonably busy.
I just live in a side street.
I know.
It just goes through a very small estate. Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's too warm to be out, unless they're taking advantage of aircon in the cars.
I was going to say they probably all put their aircon on for a break.
Yeah. Let's all go to the shops, everyone. Pile in the car. Come on, kids.
Anyone fancy a Magnum? Oh, yeah, please.
We are part of the Studio Channel 84 network of small, well, relatively small, independent podcasts. We're all self-produced shows, but we do support each other. We workshop ideas, features. We're there if any of us need something voiced or just showing off something your kid's are proud of, or what a dipshit your pet is, or the other way around sometimes. Please check our fellow shows. They're all very, very hard, but a lot of time and effort into making some fantastic shows for free. They do have a Ko-Fi, if you're so inclined. Ko-Fi?
Don't think it matters.
Give them some money. There is the Variety Show, the Untitled Sci-Fi Show, Who Takes the Socks Off, Pocket Knockers, and YouTube's Late in J. Please check them out. Links to their episodes, feeds, and socials are at channel84.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe if you like any or all of us, and don't forget to send them a message. Say that we sent you. Photos to all of our tat and links to anything we've discussed are in the episode. They can be found in our part of the Channel 84 site, lightlyused.co.uk. I've got a confession to make, but you noticed it straight away, and I've been holding off making a reference to it. The plaque that you handmade for our 2nd anniversary.
Yes.
I took it to work to scan. I wanted to use, because we're struggling to take decent photos of it, I thought, I wonder how that'll turn out. If we scan it, will it work well as the featured image for the episode? And looked it up off the scanner when I was done. It didn't work. And yeah, it had tilted and fallen off one of its axes. I thought, wait, no, it doesn't move back automatically. I thought, I don't want to open it up and move it, but it's on the cock.
I mean, I did offer to straighten it out for you, but as you said, it kind of looks a bit better on the piss. It sort of suits us. It just suits the style of the show. So, yeah, I'm happy for it to be at a 45-degree angle. It's no problem at all.
2 or 3 days into me having it.
Ah, well. At least the actual thing is in the frame. You haven't damaged it.
It's just, from me taking it out of a bubble wrap to put it onto a scanner. And then before I'd even put it back into the bubble wrap again. Oh.
It's too warm for the glue dots.
I can't have nice things. I can't be trusted with them.
I still think it looks nice.
Oh, yeah. Still a success. It's too bloody warm. Stop the show.
Melting.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Before we get into Bibliotat proper,
Yes.
I've just been sat here while you've been having a quick swig of water in the kitchen and washing your sticky hands.
Hydration break.
Yeah, oh my God, they are so needed.
Oh, thankfully, Artist here. He's trying to sponsor those.
Oh God, yeah. Whilst I've got a potentially haunted object with us.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for letting me know.
And 2 microphones. Should we see if we can get anything out of that?
Yeah, why not?
Or should we skip it? Let's just skip it. Ignore this bit. delete this bit. It's fine. Right, let's get into Bibliotat.
Let's not do any ghost busting.
Yeah.
This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.